and gentlemen, welcome to Gloucester Brewery and welcome to the stage your MC Nik Hill! Thanks, that's every gig. That apathetic response. What is the matter with you all? Are we well? Yes. People that have been here since 6:20. Oh, bless you. Are you still sober? No, you're doing well. Birthday party, look at you lot. So which one's the birthday him? Birthday boy, is it? And are you okay because you've been on the double gin and tonics since you came in? And me and this old chap, well I say old chap, I don't know how old you are, but I love what you did there, typical old thing, went across to the fire and then nodded approvingly, and that's just a show of our age. That's nice. And that's one of the beauties of me being here at 6 o'clock. I get to see you all come in and watch everybody. None of you fucking talk to each other, just on your phone straight away. What is the world coming to? What is the matter? Can we have an iPhone armistice just for tonight? And you're not going to get away lightly because you've been sat in the corner since about 10 to 7. I had to wipe the seats. You got a wet arse, didn't you? And you've got your iPhone with a little white battery thing, which is. Are you that desperate to hear the results of Strictly Come Dancing? You can't.
Not a wet arse. It's a fat arse.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're heckling your own wife straight away. That's not pleasant, is it? So what is, just out of interest, what is that little white thing that you've got on the table?
It's called a battery.
Alright, you fucking smart arse. Let's not. It's called a battery. So you're not diabetic or we haven't got to come over and do anything. It's more complicated than that. And you just drawn the short straw out of the Oh, that was unpleasant. Sitting in the front row, you alright? Yeah. Okay. And you guys okay? You're still very much in love because you were here last time? I've got to say, there's been even more kissing tonight than there was in the last gig. So that's a month has gone by and things are still going well. And you've still got green hair, that's good. Yeah, and where's the 3 stragglers that came in? Where are you? There's one old guy and 2 others helping him, probably his carer, I don't know. Because we've all been here since like 6:30 waiting for you to come along, so where have you been, guys? Right, we're not going to move on until you fucking answer. Where are you? I can't see you.
They're trying to get out the ramp.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice. And ladies in the corner, you've been sat there quietly contented on your iPhones as well. One of you drinking water, I think, or was that just double wine? And you're driving, aren't you? You were well pissed off earlier on when you came in and he asked you how you're getting home. I'm driving! And someone suggested you get a taxi, didn't you? But then he's gone and told you that the car park's locked at 9 o'clock and your face was a picture. You were going to rush out and move your car, and that's not going to happen, is it? And second row people, are you okay? We've dealt with you. So, oh, look at you 3 sat there. Is this your first time come to this gig? No, isn't it? Have I missed you? Oh, no, yeah, ginger hair. Yeah. So it's you, me, and this one. It's just the 3 of us. There's no other gingers in the room, is there? Yeah, is there? Where? You can join the club. Where? Just you point them out. And you three blondes, the look on your face when you stood at the bar and looked across, is that the toilet? Really? You were just horrified, weren't you? It was like, oh my God, I can't believe you brought us to this. But it's nice you've dressed up for the country and western night tonight, with obviously 3 of you with your matching check shirts. That's excellent. You alright?
I've got to get food.
Alright, I didn't realise you were that fucking hungry, never mind. So, right, so my name's Nik Hill, I'm your MC for the evening, and my job is just basically to chat to you initially, get you in the mood, introduce the acts, and tell you what's going to happen tonight. So, can I just have a woo? Have you been to this gig before? Woo! And just a show of hands, if you've never been to this gig before, quite a few, so... Alright, so what we do, we'll start with you, is everyone who's been to the gig, and I know it's difficult, and I know, it's strangers, but everyone who's been to the gig, they've all gone through it, they just get up and say a few words about themselves. If you'd like just to stand up and address the audience. What's your name? Chris. And where are you from, Chris? From the forest. Have you got any other foresters in here? Listen to that silence. Hey, losers. Whereabouts in the forest? You haven't got a forest accent, have you?
No, I lost it years ago.
You never had it. Are you a real forester? Are you? Where do you live? Cinderford. Fuck me. That's all Cinderford. Well, because you got wild boar down the forest, haven't you?
Yeah.
And a few weeks ago in the Gloucester Citizen, there was a report of a man from Cinderford found having sex with a wild boar whilst under the influence of alcohol. Did we see that? And I'm just thinking, fuck me, how much alcohol would a wild boar actually have to need to have sex with a man from Cinderford? I'm looking at you, Chris. You could have been that man. To be quite honest. That's slowing me now. So no. So the format of the evening, we got 3 fantastic acts for you tonight. We'll have the first act on, and then there'll be a break, and then your middle act, and then a break, and then your headline act, and then you can all go home and watch Strictly or Match of the Day or whatever it is we all want to watch.
Missed it rugby.
You've missed the yeah. Yeah, I've not. What was the score?
Yay! No, I didn't see the second half.
47-7.
And what about the most important game, the Welsh game?
They lost.
Really?
Yeah.
You're joking.
21.
Oh dear, never mind. During the acts, the bar will be closed because otherwise it just gets too distracting. If that's all right. But you'll have plenty of time in the breaks to go off and get the beer and stuff. So that's fine. So have we all had a good week? Yeah. Thanks for asking how mine's been. I've got to be honest. I'm sort of getting to that age where life just seems to be one disaster after another. Right? I've been having problems with my stomach, and my wife said, "Oh, I think you've got gallstones because I've been on the internet and you've got all the symptoms of gallstones." So I don't think I have. She said, "Well, I think you have." So I don't think I have, but you better go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor and I said, "My wife thinks I've got gallstones," and the doctor was quite condescending and said, "Is your wife medically trained?" I said, "Well, no, but she obviously knows fucking everything, so..." And she said, "Well, I can assure you, you haven't got gallstones." I said, "Well, that's comforting. What is it?" "Well, I don't know, but we'll send you for an x-ray." So I went down to Stonehouse for an x-ray, and the nurse said, "Jesus Christ, that's the biggest gallstones I've ever seen." And it's been 4 weeks trying to get the smug look off my wife's face. But I've had to go into Gloucester Hospital, so I've decided I'm going to have them out, and it's an operation basically to take the gallbladder out. And I went in last Friday for a pre-op, and I do worry. I'm a natural worrier, and it didn't help looking on the NHS website as to some of the complications that could happen. But I thought, well, I'll go to the pre-assessment anyway. And I went in, and there was a really nice young nurse. Said, "Okay, basically all we're going to do today, we're just going to, check some bits and pieces and talk you through what's going to happen. Is that all right?" "Yeah, that's fine, no problem at all." So she said, "Right, if you could just take your shoes off." I said, "Okay," so because I need to check your heart and lungs. "Are you trained?" I said, "Yeah." I need to check your heart and lungs. I said, "Well, last time I looked, my heart's up here." "Oh no, I didn't mean that." She said, "Sorry, I meant your height and weight." Right? Well, that's not a good start. And when I looked across to the height chart, there's like a proper machine to stand on, and next to it is like a kiddie's cartoon height thing. And I thought, if this bitch makes me stand against it. So anyway, she did all that, and then she did all the ECG stuff, and then another nurse came in and checked me over and said, "No, I think you're all fine. If you want to come to the next room, and we just talk about the operation itself." So I went in and sat down and said, "Is there anything that worries you?" I said, "Well, yeah, a bit worried about the anaesthetic and everything, yeah, I'm a natural worrier, and I'm just a bit worried. But then, what's the worst that can happen?" She said, "Well, you could die." That's not what you want to hear. That's not what you want to hear from a nurse, is it, to be honest? So there's me thinking about, could we die? And then I thought, oh shit, we get to that age where we better do our wills just in case. Because you never know. I'm having this operation on December 1st. This could be the last time you see me. Who knows? I don't know. That's how worried I get. And so the guy came round from the will company to sit down, and he just came out with it. He said, "So when you die, have you thought about, do you want to be buried or do you want to be burned?" And you don't think about these sort of things when you're younger, do you? And I said to him, "Well, I don't really want to be buried because I might still be alive, and I don't fancy the idea of being buried alive." I said, "Well, what's the difference if you're going to be burned? It's not going to make any difference, is it really?" So that was the second sort of nail in the coffin. So to cheer ourselves up, for the last 4 days, 4 nights, we came back. When did we come back? Monday, I think. We've been to Iceland. Has anybody ever been to Iceland?
Yeah.
Yeah, the food in Iceland's far better than Dill's, isn't it? It's fantastic. No, we have actually been to Iceland. And it is a wonderful country, but Jesus Christ, it is so expensive. 28 quid for 2 coffees and 2 soups. So if anyone's thinking of going, take stacks of money. And it's only a 2.5-hour flight, right? But I get claustrophobia, so the thought of going on a plane doesn't give me much pleasure. We checked in online and we did all that thing, took the baggage, put it on the thing, off it goes. That was fine, I had no problems at all getting the baggage onto that little thing. And we get onto the plane, and it's a 2.5-hour flight, and I did really well, right? I didn't panic, didn't have any issues whatsoever. And, I say didn't have any issues. We were sort of 10 minutes coming into Keflavik Airport, and the captain came over and said, ladies and gentlemen, hope you've enjoyed your flight. In about 5 minutes, I will be attempting to land at Keflavik. Right, attempting to land. That's not really what you want to hear, is it, to be quite honest? And we did land, everything was fine, no problem at all. And then we got out and we went to the baggage reclaim area. And something happens in between them putting those bags at Heathrow and then coming out the other end. Because when you're waiting in that baggage reclaim area, and you watch your bags try and come round, and you go and pick it up, all of a sudden it feels 10 times heavier, right? And that's quite embarrassing, so I had to let it go. 2.5 hours we waited just to go round for everybody to disappear, so me and our wife could actually lift the bag off the thing itself. And then we drove 2.5 hours to the hotel, and all I wanted to do was like have a sleep because I was absolutely knackered. She wanted to go into the hot tub, and it's all right, we're going to the hot tub. It's outside, it's -6, but I'll brave it. We'll go into the hot tub, and we sat there in the hot tub. She said, "Have you ever played the hot tub game?" I said, "No, I have no idea what's that." She said, "Well, basically, it's just a bit of a fantasy, just a bit of fun. You say who you'd like to share a hot tub with, and then I say who I'd like to share a hot tub with." So that's fine. She said, "So who would you like to share a hot tub with?" And I said, "Felicity Kendall." And she just sniggered, and I said, "What about you?" She said, "Idris Elba." I'm like, "Fuck me, that's..." Obviously the ginger loving thing ain't going down too well. But anyway, we're getting divorced fairly soon, so but she's away in Hastings for the weekend, so I've got a really nice weekend. So talking to you, watching you stare at me in silence. So all that was new material I've written this afternoon. I wish I hadn't fucking bothered, but never mind. So you've got proper acts on now. You've got some great acts. I've gigged with the first one. I know you're absolutely going to love him. So if you're ready, are you ready for your first act? Yay! Brilliant. So if we could start the applause at the back of the room as we welcome to the stage, bring it right the way forward, the one and only Wayne the Weird. Try the mic on. Hello.